Do you think also on that general economic front, and the polling seems to suggest that Reform UK is attracting support because people who backed Liz Truss and others in the leadership election, there's a lot of Tories out there who still fancy a bit more radical on the economic front, not least tax cuts?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, if you reduce inflation and the cost of living goes down, then your money goes further. Giving people more money will actually drive more inflation, and then it sort of catches up with you down the line anyway. So it doesn't really solve the problem. It's a quick fix. But the issue is with the strikes is that, these long-term measures like reducing inflation don't solve the problem straight away. And so the strikes will continue even while those sort of measures are being implemented. So the only way you really deal with the strike is by sort of giving in to demands, giving in to that quick fix and paying people. But all that does is kick the can down the road. It doesn't resolve the issue. So the question really is, do the Conservatives have the confidence in their convictions, in their beliefs to implement the policy which actually works long term? Or are they going to give in to the pressure so that they don't look like the nasty party in the media and they don't continue having these people striking against them? And I think, we'll see that play out in the next few weeks. Yeah.
Do you think that will still be the broad area that will determine the outcome of the next general election? Or do you think that recent matters concerning Nadeem Zahawi and Rishi Sunak's judgment on it, and the former Prime Minister Boris Johnson having to be told by the Cabinet Secretary that probably best not to talk about financial matters with somebody who's in the running for a huge, high-profile public job, will the ethics be an issue at the next general election, do you think?
Well, I think, ethics certainly will be an issue, but ultimately I think the thing that matters most to people is being able to heat their homes, feed their children and get by day to day. At the end of the day, people are more forgiving of certain ethical concerns as long as their bins are still being collected. When things start to really decline on a crucial level in people's day-to-day life, I think that's what people are more likely to vote along the lines of. The ethics do matter, but at the end of the day, a lot of people think all politicians are unethical. So it's not going to make any difference which politician you vote for if they're all unethical in the minds of the public. So, really the things they care about are, can you do the job? We don't really care how ethical you are, as long as my bins are collected and not stinking outside my house for weeks.